Hey, it's Eric. I want to do a sales tip for you guys because that's kind of my background is sales. I just happen to be in the lawn business. It goes across pretty much every industry, this tip, but basically it's helped me out tremendously, and I know it could do the same for you guys. And you know, some guys that are watching this probably have really good charisma and don't need any help with selling, but some guys might want more help with selling. And pretty much if you're good at sales, you can do any business, at least somewhat. And then there comes the technical know-how, but you still got to be able to sell the work. And even if you do have really good charisma, one thing that um, can hold people back is they'll talk too much or they'll say too much. And a lot of times, less is more. And one of the funny things is with how I run uh, the lawn care, like the traditional lawn care business, is a little different than how I I talk on here. Because when I talk on here, I feel like I really don't have to try to impress you guys, and I really don't care what you guys think. And if you guys want the information, that's great. But when it comes to my business, I treat it as people are paying for an expert, so that's what they're going to get as an expert. And I come across a lot more direct and a lot more on point and on topic. And I get a lot of sales. Um, I get people to buy from me that I've had a couple years. I found out a couple years later that I was quite a bit more expensive than the other person, but they went with me because there's just something they liked about me. And one of the things that I do is when I come in, I talk about the services that they asked for, and that's it. I don't recommend other services that might be there. I just get my foot in the door. I get them to like me when they say they want to do the work with me, and I ask them if they want to do the work with me right there. I give them the opportunity. I don't say, "Oh well, I'll wait for an email," um, and I'll even trial close them to the point where I'll say, "I'll send you an email so you have something in writing if you want to get started with me. Otherwise, just call me, and if you want to get started, then I'll send you an email." Even though I'll send them an email either way, I'm giving them a reason to say yes right now to make up their mind. But what ends up happening is people don't like to make up their mind, and then on top of that, they if they're confused or if you start throwing a bunch of stuff at them and a bunch of different numbers, when someone's confused, the only thing that they're going to say is no. And so what if someone has a bunch of stuff that they want done my estimate request form? A lot of times I don't get the job because there's just so much stuff that I don't know if it's overwhelming to them or what it is, or if I'm too high. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but all I know is in sales, I ease into it. I don't even talk about the job when I get there. I talk to them once they want to start talking about exactly specifically what it is that they want. I feel them out. What they want to get started right into to talking about what it is, then that's what we do. If they don't, then I let them talk, and then we go gradually into whatever the service is that they want help on. BS around a little bit, get down to it, give them a price. They say yes. They say I got to think about it, and I did a video on if they say I have to think about it, what you can say. Um, or if I talk to my wife, or I have to talk with my spouse, which basically means you didn't get the job. And if you want the job, then you need to say something then, so that prompts them to talk to you about what really is the issue, so that you can get the job. That's another video of mine that you can look at. But anyways, for this one, basically they say yes, and then you say thanks, and then that's it. And then once they like your work and they already like you and all that kind of stuff, now you can start selling them other services. But at first, just get them to say yes once is the major key here. Get them to say yes once. And that's your hardest job. Once you've done that, then you should have a good client until they move, or you don't want them anymore, or something like that. So hopefully that helped you guys out, and we'll talk to you later.